Hey guys, XJ9 here, and today's gonna be a video about the Season 6 patch notes for Dragon Ball The Breakers. So, I already read this, and I will say I like it a lot, so we'll just dive right into it. I will say that I've been playing this game for about a month and a half, and I have Z5 as Survivor, only S3 on Raider. I kind of wish I played Raider more, but I honestly didn't have the time, slash it was honestly really annoying because of vanish spamming and stuff. So, but this season I might actually play Raider, because it's not as intimidating. So we'll just get right into it now, just to say my perspective. So again, this is just news. This isn't actually the patch notes. Babies here, new Survivor skins. We already know this stuff. New feature to be added though, which is new, is there's gonna be a favorite. So you can favorite your favorite skills, both I'm assuming both passive and active skills, and it'll appear on the top of the list. And there's no search function, so this favorite feature is quite nice for like the abilities you really like. Like every build, I always want instant rise Jocko ship, right? So you're always gonna take that in every build, so you favorite those. And that you can like change it up if you want. So it's a nice feature for like the skills you really like to always have them, so you don't have to search for them, especially when you have a lot of skills owned. New leaderboards. So the one thing people know about this, but the one thing I do want to point out is that I'm not sure if it's just the total amount of points gained. So I play a Raider match, I get 60 points. I play a Raider match, I lost, so I only get 30 points. Like I don't think you lose points. So really, the leaderboards, they seem to me to be just who plays the most. Really, which I don't have an issue with. I'm just saying I think it just might be that. So I'm just saying. Rank begins in the beginning of August, and now we're at the actual patch notes. So let's get started. So Dragon Balls can now appear from all item boxes and destructible objects. Also adjusted the number of destructible objects in one area of the waterfront warzone map. So I'm assuming it means literally all, because from all can now appear from all item boxes and destructible objects. So I think before Dragon Balls would only come from the black and red crate, which means there's a high chance of a rare item. So now you can get a Dragon Ball from a blue crate, which before some survivors would just completely ignore blue crates and even destructible objects because there's either lazy, or with crates it's why even try to get that crate? Just look for a better crate. Look for the key radar. Look for the Dragon Balls. But now you're encouraged to actually kill, like destroy everything. Like you're on the ice map, like Broly's map. I'm not sure what the map his name is. Excuse me, but you see an icicle, destroy that. Maybe you'll have a Dragon Ball. Out the change with Waterfront Warzone map. I'm not sure. There is a spot where there's like 4 crates next to each other and they're always there. So I'm not sure they're talking about that or not. I get unfamiliar. They don't really say. But overall, the fact that you can't just get the Dragon Balls finding from opening chests is pretty big, because if say we're 7 survivors, we're opening chests. Before it was just open all the chests, get the power curator, get the power keys, get change, and get Dragon Balls. But now it's, oh wait, we might not have all the Dragon Balls because we didn't destroy all the objects. Oh, the Dragon Ball was actually an object at the corner of the map in an icicle on the ice part of the map. Like that might actually happen. So Dragon Balls being available for the survivors to use ASAP might not be a thing. So I kind of doubt the Raiders will look for Dragon Balls by destroying objects, because it would probably benefit the survivors more if they destroyed destructible objects. Imagine if they destroyed an icicle and it had a level 3 power cube. That's pretty bad. Long distance visibility effects on Dragon Balls you have placed will not only be visible to yourself and allies. So conditions for Dragon Balls will only be visible to the Raider and not the Survivor team. So it will be this is the Raider change. So if the Raider places a Dragon Ball, there's no orange glow. So the tactic on again Broly's map, or any map with lava, which I think is only maybe Broly's map. If you place a Dragon Ball in the lava, they can only get the Dragon Ball while in Dragon Change, and they can only and they can't see the glow, so they can hide the Dragon Ball in the lava. One way you might be able to circumstance this is spamming your ping key, which is Q for PC, and if it pings a Dragon Ball in the lava, There you go. You gotta go in the lava and get that Dragon Ball. So hiding Dragon Balls is quite advantageous for raiders now. You might maybe we'll hide it behind a crate. Maybe you'll hide it behind a spot where they won't check unless they have a Dragon Raider. So a Dragon Ball is relocated due to being caught in area destruction. That's a massive buff to raiders because that just encourages raiders. Like imagine I'm playing Zamasu and I start in area B. I get a 30-second evolve to level 2. You can destroy area B, destroy all the resources so the survivors did not touch at all, and maybe there's 1 or 2 Dragon Balls in there. All of a sudden, they don't glow on the ground for the survivors. They can still look around the edges of the destroyed zone for the Dragon Balls, but it won't glow for the survivors. However, it will glow for the raider, so the raider can go and grab the Dragon Balls, or simply choose to ignore it, or go fight people near it. Then when they're gone, pick it up and hide it somewhere else, like when they're not noticing. So, pretty big buff for raiders, and also again, it's gonna be a lot harder for the survivors that have summoned Shenron, essentially. The time expires after a raider summons Shenron. I don't understand that one because like if you summon Shenron and there's 7 balls, like there's no more balls, so I don't actually understand that one. So, um, conditions for Dragon Balls to be only visible to the survivor team and not the raider. If a survivor places a ball, it's visible to all survivors, not the raider. So that's nice. The time expires after a survivor summons Shenron. Again, I don't understand this because if you summon Shenron, all the balls are there, so I don't get it. Both raiders and survivors can see the effect for Dragon Balls when the following scenarios occur. When a raider drops a Dragon Ball from their knockback gauge being reduced to 0. So if I'm being meleeed, I'm a raider and I got meleeed by level 3 Transphere, I get like and it'll fall. Both of us will see it. When a survivor drops a Dragon Ball from being defeated, so you're a raider, you defeat a survivor, you'll see the Dragon Ball. When a raider Dragon Ball appears from an item box or other type of object, so uh, raider opens the case and it had a Dragon Ball. He sees it, the survivor sees it. When a Namekian is saved and a Dragon Ball appears, so say a survivor's freeing a Namekian, freezes nearby. Oh, you freed him, and they saw that glow. They'll see that glow for 1 second. I will say that this will lead to some pretty interesting plays from the survivor side, because since when you drop a Dragon Ball, only the survivor sees the glow and not the raider. You could say you're running away from the raider. He knows you have a Dragon Ball. You can run. Maybe you grapple away. Maybe you drop the Dragon Ball, then continue running away. And maybe he'll just keep chasing you, thinking you didn't drop the Dragon Ball. When you drop it, there's no glow, so he has to pay attention to like look at the ground, maybe see that little dot. I think you'll see a dot because you'll still see the Dragon Ball. Or again, maybe in front of your face, like he's fighting me. Maybe he won't notice me drop the Dragon Ball. Like for instance, let's say that the Raider's here, and there's a mountain here, and I'm here. What if you drop the Dragon Ball here? Like you can drop it and it'll go below ground to the floor. You could also use a active skill such as Smoke Cloud here. Smoke Cloud might actually be useful. You use Smoke Cloud, and it'll cover you in smoke. You drop the Dragon Ball. He can't see the Dragon Ball being dropped. So that might be another tactic to do too. When you're in a bad situation, you don't want to lose a Dragon Ball. So supply drops will no longer appear when the Raider is at evolution stage 2 or below, even during the defense phase. Once the Raider reaches evolution stage 3, supplies will begin to appear. This change is, again, people say it buffs Goku Black a lot. Yes, it probably does. Again, I'll be honest, for some reason, when people verse Goku Black level 2, no one touches them. Everyone's just scared of him. The issue is that no one fights as a team. I feel like if they fought as a team, they could beat Goku Black. They just don't fight. I'm not sure why. Level 2 Broly, level 3 Broly, people fight. I'm not sure. No one wants to fight Goku Black. I don't know why. So that might be strong. We'll see how it pans out. But I think this is mostly a buff to raiders such as Cell, Frieza, who are level 2 and get key rush. They found a level 3 Power Raider early or just got super lucky and found all 5 keys. Oh, Super Time Machine starts within 12 minutes so 3 minutes in the game. So 12 minutes. So at the 12-minute mark, well, I'm just gonna say 3 minutes in the game, Super Time Machine spawn, and they're only level 2. Sure, supplies would drop at 4, and they were okay. I don't think the supplies from a level 2 crate were too good. Plus, it was RNG anyway. It's not that impactful, so it'll drop, and Oh, sorry, it won't drop now. So now the raider will have a more fighting chance if they got key rush. Like if you key rush the raider, you better hope that you have all dragon changes, that you either have the dragon balls or you have a bunch of cooldown drinks, because you're gonna have issues fighting the raider if you've key rushed. And I will say against raiders like Frieza, uh, both like it's kind of funny because you can actually beat up Frieza a lot, make them level 3, then the supplies will drop. So I honestly think this is mostly a pre-made nerf. See, people talk about Goku Black, but I think this is a nerf pre-mades who power key rush like crazy because they're already winning. Why do they need more of an advantage by level 2 supply drops? I think this is all this is. Okay, so I think it's probably good. We'll see how it pans out with level 2 strategies with Goku Black though. Raiders headed towards a locked target while attacking with Ki Blast will not accelerate while moving. So if you say your cell and you're spamming your Ki Blast, before I think you would just like move at normal speed, but now when you're walking towards them and you're locked on, you'll actually go faster. How much faster, we don't know, but that's a pretty big buff to Raiders for catching and connecting your Ki Blast while they're running away. Say they are using Jocko ship or something, it's actually quite a big buff for chasing. Um, Increase acceleration when pressing and holding jump while in flight as a raider. Also, while in flight as a raider, you can now double press jump twice to drop down instantly. So the longer you hold down your spacebar as raider, like for me, and you're flying, the faster you'll go. I'm sure there's a cap, but you will. Well, actually, no. Sorry. So I don't think it's based on how long it's been held down for. You're just faster flying as a raider now. Sorry. And now, if you want to go down the floor, currently in season 5, you would have to double tap. If you want to go down really fast, double tap space, and you just go like as fast as you can. However, now you have an instant descent. So if you double tap spacebar and you're all the way in the sky, you just appear on the ground. This will lead to some really interesting play and fighting techniques that a lot of I think experienced raiders will be able to take quite a large advantage out of. So that's pretty big. That all raiders have an instant descent now, which is quite a significant buff. Even a level 1 raider like Goldo, Zamasu, they're going to be able to instant descent. Like say they're rushing you and you're a Goldo, flying there, they're Dragon Trees level 1, instant descent. Of course, they could counter with instant descent, but a lot of people don't take instant descent. They always take instant rise. So we'll see. Increase fall speed after pressing hide while in flight as a raider. What they're talking about with this is if you watch some raider videos, a lot of raiders they will click. For me, again, it's spacebar control, which is fly and then you go, and your raider's like this, and it's like falling, right? And they're just increasing the rate at which you fall. So if you want to go to the ground fast, while like you'll be falling like this, you'll probably be falling like this, like more sharp. So instead of like falling like this, it'll be like so. That's a pretty big buff for movement as well for raiders. Reduce the number of cooldown drinks that appear from vending machines, and additionally reduce the number of cooldown drinks that appear from item boxes during fights with Broly. I'm not sure if both these changes are with Broly or not, but for 100% is the cooldown drink. There's less cooldown drinks in item boxes against Broly, and there's less cooldown drink vending machines against Broly. I'm not sure if it's less cooldown drinks for all raiders or just Broly. I don't know. It's this part right here. So yeah, we'll see about that. Overall, I don't know. I mean, I've been playing this game, so I'm not a veteran at this game, so I'll be honest. I didn't notice I was getting more drinks against Broly. I did not know that. So if that's a good or bad thing, maybe you can tell me, because I mean, that's a survivor nerf for sure. Again, if this change, the number of vending machines being less against Broly 2 is only a Broly specific thing, it's interesting. I guess there were just more against him. I'm not sure why, but okay. I'm guessing it's just because, how he's level 2 at the start and they want to give survivors a more fighting chance. But I think people are probably stomping Broly now. I'll be honest. Broly's a big pub stomper, but also he's strong at a high level. But there's a lot of weird nuances with him. But if you just gang up on him, like even level 1, just have a stun. He just gets shredded. Cooldown drinks and super cooldown drinks can no longer be used during Dragon Change. This is easily the most, I think this is the biggest nerf, biggest change in this season. because so many even meta skills. I'm not even sure what it's called. I think it's, I know I'm going to try to name it. But so what people would do is transform level 3 Dragon Change, drink 2 cooldown potions, go fight. Oh, they ran out of Dragon Change. Get hit by the Raider. Their shield is popped. They get back 30% Dragon Change, and they'll so because of 40 plus 40 plus 30%, 30 is 110%. That's 100% Dragon Change easily. Then it's transform again. Now you can't do that. So if you're fighting as a level 3 Dragon Change, you run out of Dragon Change. Your barrier gets popped. Your barrier gets popped. You get 30% change. You need to run away, then drink those 2 drinks. So if that raider knows you have that perk, the passive, where you get change off breaking a barrier, he can chase you down. The tactic of again drinking a cooldown drink or going to a fight with 30% Dragon Change, 70% Dragon Change, and getting hit still exists, but it's not as abusive because I've seen plenty of videos with level 1 Dragon Change. They get level 1 fast, find 1 or 2 cooldown drinks, and rush level 1 Frieza. And just literally Dragon Change. Oh, they died? Dragon Change again. Oh, they died again? Dragon Change again. Very abusable. So honestly, this is like again, it honestly mostly affects the people running that perk. Where if your shield breaks, you get your Dragon Change back and repair your barrier after every Dragon Change. That's a heavy nerf to that perk combo. So I honestly think this is one of the better changes because not many people utilize this, and it's honestly again mostly a pre-made slash pay to win thing that people do. As in like I say pay to win as in like you have to have the specific perk combo. I don't have neither of the 2 perk combos to be able to do this. So it reduces like, oh my god, if this person been playing for so long, like not even necessarily even like pay to win, but like they just have like, you say they spun like 1,000 times in a Spirit Siphon machine. Uh, they have this OP perk combo, and I can't do anything. It's just a nerf the perk combo. So that's pretty interesting. They nerf the perk or passive rather, but they nerf the interaction with cooldown drinks. Evasions performed by survivors not in Dragon Change no longer grants invincibility. I wasn't aware of this. I was trying to dodge things like Key Blast or Selves Kamehameha. I didn't know that when your character rolls, apparently you are invincible as a survivor. So that's pretty interesting. Uh, I would probably say that's a good thing. I wonder if roll will still be useful because you'll see later on a lot of raiders have on their specials. There's a giant not a giant, but like a medium sized explosion with all their supers. So rolling is probably not going to be as good anymore for dodging attacks as much as a survivor. They're a lot more vulnerable when they're humans. Evasions during Dragon Change that can turn the user invisible for a moment now cannot be used multiple times within a short duration. Also, evasions during Dragon Change that do not turn the user invisible no longer grant invincibility. I don't know what they mean by invisible. I don't know if that's a typo and they meant invincible, but then it doesn't really make sense. Um, like, but this one makes sense to me. Also, evasions during Dragon Change that do not turn the user invisible no longer grant invincibility. So, in my most recent video of me playing Goku Black, I was literally versing a level 3 Super Transfer, and my brother said that it was lag. The guy was lagging like crazy, that's why I couldn't hit him, but he was just spamming Vanish, and no matter how many Key Blasts, if I tried to uh, use my Sword Key Blast, I could not hit this guy. I would hear the sound of him being hit, it wouldn't hit him. And I think there's again, lag, it was probably lag, but also there's a lot of invincibility frames. However, um, now it seems to me that if you vanish spam, you're no longer invincible. I think if you vanish once, again, I'm not sure because of this, but it sounds like if you vanish once and time it correctly, you are invincible. But then if you spam it after, you're not. Although like with this statement, it kind of says that, but then with this one, it just says like if you try to vanish, you're not invincible. So we'll see. Overall, it seems like a giant super transfer nerf, and that's why maybe the level 2 Goku Black strat won't be as prominent, is because getting level 3 as Goku Black, you'll be able to deal with that transfer. They can't just vanish spam and be invincible. At least this is what I'm getting from this. So I'm level 3 Super Saiyan Rose versus a level 3 Super Transfer. I can actually go and beat him up now, and he can't just vanish spam and evade all my attacks. So that's pretty big. So very important that when you're versing Goku Black and there's a super transfer, back up your super transfer. They can't just vanish spam and delay forever. They need your help. So please do that. Especially the level ones. If you have level one and you have stuns, go stun them. I need to take a drink of my coffee. Wait, please, because my throat's dying. Raiders have been adjusted based on battle statistics. Raider Cell. Increase the blast radius of evolutions to Cell's super attack full power energy wave. So when he goes, uh, the blast radius just means I think the hit radius. I think that means. I'm not sure if to talk about like where it hits being bigger or if it just means a bigger hitbox. But overall, you know what? It hits more. So there you go. Increase the attack radius and add an explosion to evolution stage 3 Cell's ki blast and slightly reduce your speed. So level 3 Cell has a Kamehameha he can just spam. It's slower now. However, if someone's on the ground, it makes an explosion, so it'll actually hit you even if you try like to roll. I also think it would make an explosion if they hit you in the sky. So if you're bunched up as survivors in the sky, it will also hit you. Again, we don't know how big this explosion is, so we'll see. Increase damage from evolution stage 3 Cell's close range attacks. So if Cell melees you, he'll just do more damage. Raider's Frieza. Frieza has more HP. Quite a significant buff because, again, Frieza levels up off civilians, but also from damage taken. Because Frieza has more HP, again, we don't know how much more, but this can honestly influence whether or not Frieza will hit level 4. I've seen so many videos where they gang up a Frieza, they level up to level 3, they'll get to like 3.5, 3 3/4, but they can't get level 4 and they die. But now, what if it's enough HP and they hit level 4 but have 1 or 2 bars left? So that's kind of be quite a significant buff to Frieza. Increase the blast radius of evolution. So again, same thing with the full power energy wave. Their energy wave is the blast radius is bigger. Made it more difficult to cancel out evolution stage 3 Frieza's ki blast. So when Frieza's doing, you can't just like trade your ki blast with Frieza using certain transfers. Again, we don't know what that means. As in, like, does Frieza shoot at more, or are they just do they break through multiple? Like, does one laser break through 2 ki blasts? We don't know. Increase the damage from the evolution stage 3 is Frieza's close range attack. So if Frieza at level 3 melees you, you just take more damage. And same thing with level 4. Stage 4 Frieza's damage has gone up as well with melees. Majin Buu increases speed, attack radius, and range of evolution stage 1 Majin Buu's ki blast. So his I forgot Povrovich, something like that. He goes so it goes out faster. The attack radius, I don't know what attack radius is. Does it mean it's just thicker? I think it's just thicker and the range is higher, so you can snipe people from further away. That's pretty big. They keep buffing level 1 Buu. It's kind of hilarious. You're gonna see people do the challenge where they don't get Buu out and to stay as Bulpovich or whatever his name is. Increase the blast radius. Sorry, my throat's really dry. I should drink water. Increase the blast radius of evolution stage 2 Majin Buu super attack. Innocent scans. I haven't really even seen this used at all. So I guess it's just bigger when, again, it's similar to the full power energy wave, so it's just probably the same thing. Raider Vegeta. Increase the amount of evolution energy gained when finishing off a civilian at evolution stage 1. This likely means Cyberman needs 3 civilians instead of 4 to evolve to Nappa, which is pretty big. So it means that Cybermen should see less. They have to go for the one-shot kill on a survivor because they can just get stage 2 off 3 civilians now, which isn't a big ask. Most raiders are 3 civilians, so yeah, I think Vegeta is that's a massive buff to Vegeta because the thing that really kept Vegeta back is if he can't get a survivor kill or 4 civilians, his Nappas is so delayed, and thus he probably won't get Great Ape during the Super Time Machine phase. Shorten the amount of time it takes to automatically switch when evolving due to the effect of the passive skill. You're only waste your time at this point. I think they're talking about when I don't play Vegeta, and I'm not sure what this is, but I think this is when the 3 minutes are up. It's 3 minutes pass, and you're still Cyberman. You automatically transfer to Nappa. They just quickened up the animation so that you're not punished even more because you didn't find the 3 civilians or 4 civilians and evolved. So it's just to save time if you got super unlucky that game or whatever. Add an explosion to Evolution Stage 2's Super Attack Break Can, so similar to the the full power energy wave buff. Made it more difficult to cancel out Evolution Stage 3 Vegeta's Ki Blast. So again, we don't know what this means. Maybe it'll just break through more Survivor Keys Blast. We don't know, but it's hard to just spam Ki Blast and trade with Vegeta and not do anything. Increase the speed. Increase the cooldown time reduction. Evolution Stage 3's active skill called Nappa. So again, I don't play Vegeta, but I'm assuming that skill, the call Nappa to scout an area, is shorter. Add an explosion to Evolution Stage 3 Vegeta Super Attack Gallic Gun. So again, it's just um oh no right. So this is an explosion. So I'm guessing when it hits an area, instead of just being a beam, it'll actually explode on contact of something. So that's pretty big. So probably like Goku Black's Kamehameha. So now Vegeta has that too. Increase the damage from Evolution Stage 3 Vegeta's close range attacks. That is pretty big because again, Vegeta likes to get into the melee range with his vanish kicks and stuff. I'm not sure if the close range attacks means vanish kick is buffed, but regardless, that's a big buff to Vegeta because he likes fighting. So we're at page 2 now of the patch notes, guys. So other changes. Raider models can now be rotated to a profile position on the Raider characteristics character screen. So I'm just assuming like the Raiders are usually like this. So now I'm assuming you can get them like this, like staring right at you or something, or maybe like to see their torso and head or something. Certain interactions during Dragon Change have been changed, such as saving civilians or controlling the startup system. I don't know what that means. They don't say. We don't know if when you're Dragon Changed, you can't save a civilian or you cannot uh, start up the time machine, or maybe you can't implant keys during Dragon Change. We don't know because they said certain interactions and they only gave examples. So I don't know what that means. Maybe you can't plant keys during Dragon Change now, which would be pretty big buff for the Raiders because now planting that final key is a pain in the butt. But we'll see. Adjusted the collision detection for the Super Time Machine to more closely reflect its outward appearance. So I think this is a change because if the time machine's here, a survivor's behind it, and the Raiders here, they'll be shooting, and it looks like it hits the survivor, but it gets blocked here. I think they changed it so like if you shoot a key blast, it won't get blocked and it'll go past and hit the survivor. So I think it's just to make it more visually clear. So that's a pretty big buff to survivors and raiders alike because of the raiders destroying the super time machine. It also means it's easier to get in range for charming pose because charming pose, if it was blocked by that weird invisible wall, they wouldn't be charmed. So now it's easier to land charming poses when the raiders are destroying the super time machine, for example. Items will now appear when a destructible object that automatically restores itself is destroyed in Area X while training in practice mode. It's just this box you destroyed, so an item just will just appear from it. It's self-explanatory. The camera has been adjusted so that an opponent is not as easy to lose sight on when landing a hit with close range attack or vanish move as Raider Vegeta Evolution Stage 3. It sounds like a buff. I don't play Vegeta, so I don't know what that even means. I necessarily, but I'm sure there was an issue that they fixed. When using an active skill such as Charming Pose against Raider Vegeta's Evolution Stage 4 that requires it to hit his face as a Great Ape in order to work, the skill will now automatically be aimed at his face. So, yeah, I think when you're versing a Great Ape Vegeta, I think it's targeted like on his legs. So when you Charming Pose, I think it just zooms up to his head to actually stun him. When fighting Raider Vegeta on the dangerous ground map, the starting position of the Cybermen has been adjusted as there were cases where the Cybermen were planted in the ground close to a survivor immediately after a match began. Yeah, this was really bad, especially for people who casually play the game just like AFK at the start. And I've seen this at myself yesterday and my girlfriend, where you start a match and your screen's instantly purple. It means that you're in range of a Cyberman spawning and they can just kill you instantly if you don't move. So the fact that that was changed is very good because that was pretty bad and it can easily snowball a game for little or no reason, honestly. And the last part of it is overview of resolved bugs. Fix the issue with the rate of descent for falling Super Dragon Balls and supply drops changing depending on refresh rate. So if the rate of a Dragon Ball is falling from the ground or supply drops are dropping, I have a 144 hertz monitor, And I've witnessed this myself. I've tried to open supply drops while they're falling. You can't open them while they're falling. I always saw a survivor go to a supply drop. It's still falling, right? And he opened it, and it's still falling. And it's just because he's probably on a console with a lower refresh rate. So the fact they fixed that is very good. Uh, I hope they fix other issues where combat, for example, is better with a lower refresh rate. Because for some reason, with high refresh rate, you can't actually land combos, which is very strange. So hopefully they fix that eventually. But that's nice that they fixed that. Fixed an issue with the falling raiders where firing multiple key blasts at a survivor they are locked on would cause the lock on to remain even if the survivor moved far enough away for the logout to be cancelled. Raider cell evolution stages 2 to 4. Raiders sorry, I'm just gonna say Frieza stage 1-4. Majin Buu 3, Ginyu Force 2-3. I think I've seen this with Cell with level 2. I haven't played Cell in a while, but yeah, that I mean it's obviously a bug, so I think it's probably because you're like doing in such rapid succession that like it thinks you're locked on. So I think it's just mostly anything. I'm not sure. Honestly, well, Frieza's level 4 to key blast is pretty slow. So yeah, it's just a bug they fixed. So everything's just consistent. If the survivor walks out of range, you're not locked on anymore. Fixed an issue where the falling raiders would no longer send survivors flying if they were hit with certain super attacks that cause the survivors' limit gauge to fall to 0 and their dragon change to become undone. So Frieza's supernova attack level 1, Majin Buu's super attack Innocence Can, and then Vegeta's Gallic Gun. So let's say they're working on Super Time Machine, but they're transformed and they get shot with a Gallic Gun. They would just stand there and just still be working on it. So now they get knocked back. So I think other attacks do this as well, and it's mostly just a consistency change. So it's just if a special hits you and your dragon change runs out, you'll get knocked back. Fix the issue with the falling raiders where the gauge on the UI would not reach maximum at the correct time after gaining evolution energy from delivering a finishing blow. Frieza's evolution stages 1 through 4, Majin Buu stage 1, and Broly evolution stage 4. I think I've seen this, like, Broly will be level 3, he'll get level 4, and, like, it was weird, like, he would evolve pretty fast, but I think that's because the UI didn't update when he got the execution. Fix the issue with the homing blast from the super attacks of the falling raiders when activated from a certain distance. The blast would fly towards the rectile and not the survivor locked onto, regardless of whether or not the survivor was locked onto at the time and the attack was activated. Raider Vegeta Evolution Stage 3 Super Attack Finish Breaker and Ginyu Force's Purple Comet Crash. So this essentially means, like, say I'm the Ginyu Force, I'm right here, and no, I'm here. The survivor's here, and they're like, say they're moving this way, and not, but my center screen aim is here. I'll use my special, and you would think it would shoot here. The special was shooting here for some reason. So again, it's a bug. It was probably a consistency fix, so that's nice. Fix an issue with the falling raiders where the gauge on the UI. Oh, sorry. Let me scroll down a little bit. They didn't like space anything, so it's kind of hard to read. Fix the issue with the falling raiders where the wait. Oh my god, wait, sorry, my mouse sucks. I'm so sorry. There. My bad. Fix an issue with the Raider Cell's Evolution Stage 1 where an attack could not be executed while finishing a wall climbing action. So yeah, Cell's a bug at level 1, so if he climbs a wall, he goes and then if you don't jump, he just goes you could and say if a survivor is here, you couldn't attack. You would have to manually click spacebar to jump and then attack. And I mean, you could say that was skill expression, I guess, but like who really cares? Like, bro, if someone's gonna like that, you're like double punishing the player who's not clicking spacebar. If they want to climb up a wall and they climb up a wall and see a survivor, let's let them melee. Like they're already being inefficient by not clicking spacebar in the middle of a wall climb, so that's fine. What else? Fix the issue with Raider Cell at Evolution Stage 1 where landing attack head on against a Dragon Chain survivor who is on the ground would not cause them to be sent flying. So if the survivor was on the ground and he got meleeed by Cell, he just wouldn't move apparently. Fix the issue where hitting a survivor as Majin Buu at stage 2 with only the blast from the Innocence Cannon super attack would not cause them to be sent flying. So if they were working on a power key and Majin Buu shot Innocence Blast at them to try to cancel it, they just wouldn't care. Their shield would break, but they would just keep working on it. So that's a big Buu buff. Fix an issue where hitting a survivor. Fix an issue where landing an attack from the front with Ki Blast or a super attack against Raider Vegeta, Evolution Stage 4. The attack will sometimes reach his tail and deal damage. I don't know what this means. I've never versed a level 4 Vegeta. I've always been dead or running away, and I have no Dragon Change. I'm not sure if you're supposed to hit his face to deal damage, or if you hit his torso it does no damage, or if you're only supposed to hit his tail to do damage. I don't know if this means that Ki Blast and Super Attacks were hitting Vegeta and then like hitting his tail, so we're doing double damage. I don't know what this means, so if you want to tell me, you feel free to. Fix the issue where players could not attack as Raider Vegeta as at Evolution Stage 1 when pressing attack button from a certain distance, so that's a bug fix. With Cyberman. Fix the issue with Raider Vegeta where during the animation when changing from Evolution Stage 1 to 2 or from 2 to 3, the distance to send survivors who get too close flying backwards shorter compared to other Raiders. So, yeah, when the Raiders evolving, if you try to get close to them, you'll get knocked back. For some reason, these two evolution stages were very short, or the knockback duration was very short range. So, yeah, that's not. It's just consistent with all Raiders now. It's longer. If you go to them, you'll get pushed longer further away. Fixed an issue where the stomp from Raider Vegeta at Evolution Stage 4 during a close range attack would not hit survivors' position to the Raiders' rear side. So if Vegeta's here, he's doing stomp here, but they're here and here, the survivors, apparently they wouldn't get hit. That's a very specific bug. Fixed an issue where the stomp from let me scroll down again. Again, this is not spaced out. Fix the issue where the Kaioken Assault super attack against Vegeta at stage 4. The final attack of the attack, the final stage of the attack execute using instant transmission would not hit his tail. So now you'll actually get that hidden if you actually get the channel off. Fix an issue where when Raider Ginyu Force Evolution Stage 2 to 4 was hit with Symphotic Destruction super attack from a survivor from above. The attack from Gola caused by the teamwork passive skill would not hit the survivor. I don't know what that super attack is. It might be one that guy who's like his Beerus' friend. I don't know his name. I think that's what that super attack's from. But that's a bug they fixed. Okay, got great. Fixed an issue where using Raider Broly Evolution Stage 2. No, Wiz. I think his name is Wiz. So sorry. Fixed an issue where Raider Broly Evolution Stage 2 Super Attack Planet Crusher from certain spots on the Highland River map caused Broly to be moved outside the map. I'm not sure if he got stuck, but yeah, again, that's a bug fix. Fix the issue with Raider Broly at Evolution Stage 3 where hitting a survivor with consecutive Ki Blasts launched by repeatedly pressing the corresponding button. Hitting them with regular Ki Blast would no longer cause damage. So if Broly was doing his special Ki Blast, but then he did his tap, tap, tap Ki Blast, apparently this tap, tap, tap would not do damage anymore. That's pretty bad, so they fixed that. Fix the issue with Raider Zamasu and Goku Black, where if the buff to damage from the Divinity Unleashed active skill wore off while using the Blaze of Judgment super attack, any Blaze launched after the effect had worn off would still carry the increased damage buff. So, I know this. So, Zamasu has a passive where for 15 seconds he has increased damage and he's invulnerable to Ki Blast and specials. During this, he's glowing and he does more damage with, I think, even his melees and his Ki Blast and his supers. And he has this one special where he sends a bunch of Callisto spears to the target, and there are a bunch of spears lodged into him. And sorry, what was this? And let's say that I used it toward the end. Like I started it, and one spear hit, but then my damage buff ran out, and I hit 10 more spears on him. Those 10 spears would actually have the damage buff. So, but now if those excess spears were not applied during the damage buff, they won't have the damage buff. So, say one spear hit that was buffed with damage, and then 9 spears hit that weren't, because your buff ran out. One will be enhanced, 9 won't be. So it's just to calculate it more precisely and not make it not give unnecessary power to level 4 Zamasu. Fix the issue where the attack, evade, jump, and super attack inputs would not work for a few seconds while stationary as Raiders, Zamasu, and Goku Black, at evolution stage 4 after the animation in which his appearance changes from half corrupted active skill finishes. Um, I never had this because I never got to that stage, but I'm assuming what this means is you get the half HP, you activate your corrupted state, the animation plays, and apparently you can't move for a few seconds, which sounds kind of bad. So yeah, it's good they fixed that. Fix the issue where a survivor was flinching from a raider's active skill such as solar flare or due to their barrier being destroyed. The flinching could be cancelled by interacting with an interactable object that was nearby. Another issue where it was possible to use Vera type items while flinching was also fixed. So you get solar flared, look at your radar. All of a sudden, solar flare is gone. Or you get solar flared, but there's a cube under you. You pick up the cube and you're not solar flared anymore. So that's a big fix for solar flare users. Fix the issue where if the raider sent multiple survivors flying back with an attack and one survivor collided with another, the survivor that was collided with would stop being blown back. So now, if two people melee like level 4 cell in a super time machine, and they're right next to each other, like he's here, they're here, they won't get like one won't get like stuck, and then the other won't keep flying. Instead, they'll both just fly. So that's just again consistency. Let's go down a little bit. Fix the issue where if a survivor was sent crashing to the ground at a certain angle by a raider's finishing move, the vanish move, the survivor would not recover from the impact and would instead remain laying flat face down. So if the survivor was here, and yeah, so I guess the survivor was falling and the raider vanish kicked them to the ground, they would just be stuck there apparently. So that was pretty bad. Fix the issue where Type B survivors. I'm not sure what Type B means. I'm not sure if it means like the avatars or slot B, but Type B survivors or avatars with certain skins equipped at each example Bulma are in a state of panic due to being in an area that is about to be destroyed. The effect from landing would not display after falling from a high location. So let's say, oh, the layer is doing area destruction, and you jump from a cliff. Apparently, usually you're supposed to go, oh, okay, then you can start walking. So you'd stagger because you fell from such a high distance. But apparently, if you used these survivor skins, you wouldn't have that animation. So that was pretty bad. So they fixed that though. Change all shapeshift's active skills, including shapeshift camouflage, by adjusting the behavior of the barrier upon cancellation of the skill via either entering Dragon Change or receiving attack in order to bring all those skills in line with shapeshift camouflage. Um, I'm not sure what that means. I've never used this skill. Or again, like when I'm in a missile and you get hit, I think your missile will just cancel. I'm not sure, honestly. Again, I don't really understand this too much, but it seems to be a consistency thing because shapeshift camouflage apparently follows a different rule from all the other camouflages. So if you want to tell me what that means, you can tell me, but I'm not sure what it means, honestly. I'm not sure what the behavior of the barrier was. Fixed an issue where Dragon Change could not be used while using the following survivor skills. So grappling device, shapeshift missile, fake death, listen, hovering device. So if you're in the middle of grappling and you're about to get hit, you don't have to cancel then Dragon Change. Same thing with all the other abilities. So that's pretty nice. It just makes the game feel more fluid. Fix the issue with the wall defense active skill where long distance attacks could still be stopped even after the activation had ended. So wall defense is when you put your arms out and you can block a attack from a raider. I'm not sure. I thought it was a super attack, but maybe it's just key blast. I saw someone using it, but they were only 1v1ing the raider. But apparently, even after it wore out, you would be immune to long distance attacks still for longer than intended. So that's a pretty big buff. Nerf to the skill. Fix the issue where when a raider is bound by the active skill Shapeshift Hand, if another character that is called by the raider skill sends the survivor flying back with an attack, it would still take some time before the raider was freed. So, um, so again, the shapeshift hand. Again, I never used this. I never even saw it. If they grab, like, say, a level 4 cell and a survivor melees, cell will push them back. And apparently the raider would still be bound. I think it would like extend the duration of the stun. Like so it would pause the timer, I think, and then like continue the timer after the animation finishes. So yeah, don't stack your melees when someone's using the hand, I guess. Fix the issue with Shapeshift Bat, where any action besides pressing the active skill button again, interact, close range attack during the dragon change, etc., would not end the transformation. So yeah, sometimes you would have to click Shapeshift Bat again instead of using Dragon Change to cancel it. Again, this is a fluidity change, so if you're in a bat form, you can Dragon Change at any time. Again, it was an issue. I'm not sure if this was only sometimes happens or how it was, but that's pretty good. Let me scroll down. We're almost done. Okay, we're almost done. God, my throat's killing me, guys. I apologize. Let me drink more. I should have got water. Wait. Fix the issue with the Survivor access skill Galactic Patrol Ship, where it would be possible to leave the ship even while undergoing effects from active skills such as Time Freeze from Raider Guinea Force at Evolution Stage 1. So when Goldo says stop and you freeze, and if you weren't in a ship because you were trying to get away, you could just hop out of the ship apparently and I think move. So that was pretty bad. I've never seen that happen, but that's a nerf to the patrol ship. Fix the issue with the Survivor active skill Galactic Patrol Ship, where the ship would not be destroyed during an area destruction or sent flying when coming near a raider during their evolution animation. So if Cell was leveling up to level 3, you could literally have your ship right next to him, just flying around him when you're supposed to be pushed back. And apparently, if you just patrolled ship in an area that was being destroyed by the raider, you wouldn't even die. You would just be in the ship and it wouldn't be destroyed apparently. So, and I'm guessing you would be alive still, which is kind of funny. Fix the issue where during the motion from the slide passive skill, it was not possible to use radar type items or cancel the use of radar type items. I've never seen this skill used, but again, seems like a good change. Fix the issue because you can now use radars while sliding. I'm guessing it's to be more mobile. Fixed an issue with the survivor passive skill Young Talent, where the effect would still activate even after an area's destruction or Vader's evolution animation. I don't know what Young Talent does. I apologize, but apparently it was activating when it shouldn't be. So yeah, sorry, I don't know what that is. Um, Fix the issue with the survivor's passive skill Battle Instincts, where the effect from the skill would not activate if the player used the active skill power release without their power dragon level changing. So let's say I'm level 3 dragon change and I'm going towards a raider. I'm fighting. Oh, he's running away. I use my power unleashed active, and I want to catch up the raider. Battle instincts wouldn't kick in because I'm level 3. I use power unleashed, and you're still level 3. But now when you use power unleashed, you'll be able to catch up to a raider. You'll have that speed buff. Fix an issue where the effects from the survivor passive skill battle instincts would be active and remain active when used with the skill power unleashed, even if the conditions that activate the effects of battle instincts had not been met. So it sounds like if you had battle instincts and you use power unleashed at some point, you apparently had the speed boost forever. It looks like, which sounds pretty broken. Change the survivor passive skill battle instinct so that if the condition for the skill's effects to remain active are met when the skill power unleashed finishes and the effects of the activation before power unleashed have yet to expire, the effect of battle instincts will reactivate. So let's say I use battle instincts, and I think let's just say it's 15 seconds. I'm going to the raider. 8 seconds pass, but I use power unleashed. I'm in power unleashed for 7 seconds. That's 15 seconds. So instead of running out, now once my power release runs out and I go back to my normal dragon change, like say I'm 300 out of 500 dragon change, my battle instincts will kick in again. I'll have that movement speed to catch up to the raider or have my mobility advantage. That's a big buff. Fix the issue with the transfer super attacks such as Spirit Ball that can track raiders, where the attack would still track the raider even if they use instant transmission due to area destruction. So you're using Spirit Ball and it hits them a lot, but then you use area destruction. Apparently, the Spirit Ball would follow them. I don't think it would deal damage to them, but it was just weird looking, so they fixed that. Uh, they also put such as well. So other tracking super attacks were like that as well. Fixed an issue where a raider could be hit by a survivor's close range attack or certain close range attacks while being set flying by another survivor's use of transfer super attack gigantic charge. So if a Raider's level 4, like let's say you're a level 4 cell and they get hit by gigantic charge, you're not supposed to be able to get to hit them with a melee or another melee super attack to like stun lock them. I don't know what gigantic charge is honestly, but I'm assuming it's a melee that stuns the Raider. I'm assuming if they try to melee, you just can't melee or they pushes you away. I'm not sure. Again, don't know, but it sounds like a good Raider buff. Fixed the issue with the Survivor costume bottom item, police uniform pants that allowed the following costume backpack items to be equipped simultaneously. Um, so apparently you could wear all these at once, which is kind of funny. But I don't know. Is this a visual bug? When equipped with certain costume top items such as hoodie, which hide the pistols and other items around the waist, the above costume backpack items may still be equipped. So again, it's just oh, it's just an add-on to what they said here. So yeah, I mean that's it. That's just a visual bug. So that was it. If you told me, if you like this, then you can tell me. They don't make patch notes often, I don't think. I'm not sure if they're gonna make a patch notes at the ring start or if it's just a patch every time they do a big update like this. So yeah. I overall, I think these are pretty good changes. I'm pretty excited to see how the meta goes. Or I don't like saying meta, but like I see how the games go. I think it'll be pretty exciting. There are some things not here like well actually no I'm not gonna say that. I will say that I thought the Raiders evolving from stage 1, 2, 3, and 4. I thought the cutscene would show it for all survivors and I'd be above those to Raiders. But I think it's only a baby specific thing. So when baby evolves, you have to watch the animation. So you can't just do things or work on a super time machine during the evolve animation. So I think it's only a baby thing. I was under the impression it was an all Raider thing, but we'll see. So yeah, my throat's killing me, so I've got to go. So yeah, if you liked it, maybe leave a comment, maybe say you liked it, and yeah, I'm pretty excited for the season. I'm definitely going to be playing this. So yeah, I think Raiders are a lot more fun to play as well because you can't just vanish spam now, which is nice. So yeah, bye.